Alright, hello, I am Powerful Bacon. I am the head developer of Beestation and the creator of Exploration. Today we're going to be playing a bit of Exploration Crew, going over the basics, how to play, and what your job is. So if you spawn in as a Randstad Exploration Crew, you'll be given one of three different kits. I've got the medical kit here. There's also the scientist kit, who spawns with a beacon that can make it so ruins won't disappear when you fly away from them. And they also get a research disk scanner, which points towards the nearest scanner. Then the other kit is the engineer. They get breaching charges and a full tool belt. As the medic, I've got basic medical tools, um, a crew monitor. This one is quite useful because I can see the status of everyone else. If you have two monitors, then you can keep it in your belt, have it open on the other screen. And yeah, the standard gear we get is this knife, which will be useful if your gun runs out of ammo. This only works when you're off the station. It doesn't work when you're on the station unless you emag it. We get a GPS, so you're probably going to want to set that to whatever your name is so the other people can find you. And that's pretty much it. We will start in a room somewhere. The first thing you're going to want to do is come and grab the exploration hard suit. This will allow you to withstand the pressure in space, and it gives you some armor against the enemies as well, although it does slow you down. So we're going to want to move up to the ship. Now that we've got the oxygen, don't forget oxygen. A lot of the ships do come with oxygen tanks, so if you forget it, you should be okay. And the ruins do start with oxygen in them. However, you might have to enter space to enter the ruins.
Suit sensors
So
out.
I'm just going to tell
Danger.
my other exploration crew that I'm the medic. So I'm the medic. So this is the basics of our ship. The ship is powered by plasma, which needs to be funneled into these engine heaters, and these will power the plasma thrusters. The more thrusters you have, the faster your ship can move on the map. However, the more fuel it consumes.
Attention. New
So in
mission
order to get
report
plasma in them, we
created.
just wrench them down. However, if you want, you can put a pump to push the gas in here, but we're just going to wrench it down. And as you can see, these have now filled up with quite a bit of gas. This here is the plasma refinery. If you run out of fuel, you'll crash land on an asteroid, and you can use the pickaxes in here to mine plasma. Once you have plasma, you can just left click on this machine and it will give you more plasma. If you upgrade it with science tools, it will give you even more. So yeah, the hotkey for exploration is :Q. If you type :Q, you can type in exploration chat. There is a relay on the ship, which means you can use exploration comms while you're out at the ruins on missions. However, you can't use station's general chat or any of the other chats. So the next important thing is this objective console. This is how you choose what mission you're doing. Currently we've selected a black box recovery mission. Usually you want to choose any mission with the highest payout, or a good starter mission is the artifact mission, as they spawn hostile structures which you can scan with the discovery scanner, and that will generate 10,000 research points each, and scientists can use that. This is Delta's ship, so it has the research console or the objective console here, and it has the flight console up here. The flight console looks like this, and you can use left click to look around it. Once you press launch shuttle, then you get this view here. You can press this button to choose which object you're following, which will default to the shuttle, but it hasn't for me since I'm not flying, so we'll just zoom in. So here's the shuttle. To fly it, you can left click on any location, and it will just start moving towards it, or you can select where you want to go to from this drop down. So either we can just click on the objective and the shuttle will fly towards it, or we can choose from this drop down objective, because this is the objective, and then select this button until it turns green, and now the shuttle will automatically fly to the target. We'll just wait quickly for it to arrive. This green zone around the shuttle is the interdiction range, which means if there's another shuttle in this zone and we press this button, then we'll both drop out of Super Cruise, and our engines will be disabled for 3 minutes. So you can go and board another ship. Now that we've docked at this location, you can select the docking location by pressing this button and choosing custom location. This will give you a camera view and you'll be able to see the ruin, and then you can basically choose where you want to land. Currently, this other person is choosing where we're landing, so I cannot show this off. So we're going to want to make sure to set our internals on, as we're going to be going out into space in a bit. Everything seems fine for now. We're just going to wait for them to land. So yeah, here we can see the suit sensors. I forgot to turn mine on. So suit sensors can be adjusted in the object tab, which is object is just the verbs of anything you have equipped on you, which includes the suit. If you right click here, you can also get access to it. So yeah, while we're waiting, I'm just going to place down some lights. Here we go. Alright, let's go. So usually you're going to want to take with you one of these rechargers, as you can, well, the ruins have infinite power. So if you wrench a recharger down inside a ruin, then you can just get power for your energy guns for free. Alright, so we're moving out the airlock now. The guns have two modes. If you press Z while it's in your hand, or you click on it, you can change it. The cutting mode does extra damage to structures like windows. However, it does less damage to mobs. The anti-creature mode does a lot more damage to mobs and will kill them quickly. However, it doesn't do much damage to structures. Both modes do barely any damage to people, so I would not recommend trying to kill someone with it. Once you've killed an enemy, you use this discovery scanner, and you just left click on the enemy. They can be out of range as well, and you can do it through walls. So this one, the other person has analyzed this one, so I can't use it. So let's continue onwards. You cannot scan the same type of enemy twice, although this one is a different type because this spider is black and this one is purple. So we'll just scan this one. So the spiders can be quite deadly if they get close to you. You want to watch your ammo and make sure they don't get close to you because they have poison and bring you down pretty quickly. However, 2 to 5 shots will kill them. Oh, there's a spider. So in order to find what we're looking for, we're going to want to use the GPS and look for black box. All objective targets have a GPS signal except the assassination target, which you'll have to... It's a harder mission usually. However, a lot of the times they just kill themselves anyway. So these spiders do poison, which does extra damage over time, which can be kind of annoying. So yeah, we're going to want to keep an eye out for loot. So each ruin has essentially, it's generated randomly out of pre-placed parts, and ruins can have up to 1 loot room. This is a loot room here, and they usually have better stuff than everything else. Here we just found a laser gun, which is really good. I think that's some rare loot. And there's some ammo, but not much else. There's a stun button here, which probably won't be much use, so I'll just leave that. Everything else, donuts could be good. Barrier grenades, they might be useful, so I'll take one of them. We drop the marker beacons. So whenever there's downtime, you want to recharge your energy gun. Always make sure that's at 100% because you could walk into a room and there'll be 3 enemies. If you run out of ammo, you're kind of dead. The kind of key to exploration is like communicating with your teammates, letting them know, like, or just sticking together. Usually if you split up, you're going to end up dead pretty quick because the enemies can be quite rough. These spider ruins are probably the easiest one. The hardest one is the clock cult ruins, which have some really beefy enemies. Oh, there's a spider behind us actually. So we actually need to head down to the southeast. We'll just follow them though. See what they're doing. No, I'm not too sure. So this looks like a false wall. There might be something behind this wall, because this wall is looking weird. But I'm not sure what's happened to it. We're just going to make sure to stick with them because we're the medics, so if they take damage, we're kind of responsible for healing them. So here we go. Here I'm just going to break these glass rooms. These ones can be annoying because they allow the station to have disconnected areas. Oh, this science room is... So the science room spawns with discs usually. And these discs are good because you can give them to research and you unlock special stuff. Some of the good stuff like bag of holdings and radioactive weaponry. This can only be obtained from ruins. So these can't be researched unless you find the discs. So if you find the discs, you can get some really useful stuff, especially bag of holdings. They will be amazingly useful because they let you hold a lot of stuff. So we'll just continue onwards. Oh, this is strange. We're going to have to go around. This discovery scanner you can use on any mob and any artifacts you find. So if you find artifacts, make sure to scan them as they give a lot of points. And otherwise science is going to be moaning at you, telling you to get points. Where's our friend gone? Advanced sunglasses, take them. Just to look cool. This room is locked. Oh, wait, it just goes up here anyway. I'm not sure where they went. I think behind the shutters is a gateway, yeah. So that actually connects back to the station. But I'm not sure. I think we need breaching charges to open it. So our comms have gone down, which is kind of annoying. So medkit, maybe I should take the medkit because I'm a doctor. Oh, I don't have enough space. We'll just throw it back to the ship so we can get it later, just in case we need more meds. So let's go around. This is a pretty easy ruin, so we don't need to worry too much. They can be quite difficult though, some of them, and you'll have to stick together. The lighting's a bit weird there. Okay, we've got the black box, which is nice. The scientist spawns with the research disk locator, which kind of almost never gets used. It's been reworked so it will just be integrated with the hard suit helmets. So in the future, there would just be an arrow on the HUD which points towards the nearest discs, and that should hopefully make it easier to just go find and pick up discs. Oh, they've left me outside. We'll just wait for the airlock to repressurize. So once you find the objective target, you want to bring it back to the station. So this black box you need to take to the bridge and then just use it and it will just fly back automatically. Other ones like VIP, you just need to bring them to the station. Artifact you need to bring to the station, and assassination you just need to kill. So that's kind of the basics of doing missions. That's pretty much all you need to know. The more interesting stuff is about discovery, which is kind of ruined if you know everything about it already. So here we go, the generator. If your ship runs out of power, you want to wrench this generator down, put some plasma in it, and just turn it on. And eventually you'll recharge. You can also hack this if you want, but I don't have insulated gloves, so if I pulse the wrong wire, then I'll get shocked. Whoops, I said that was easy. There's a lot of rubbish on the ship, so I'll just put my medkit down here. So we look a lot cooler with the glasses on. Has our ship got power yet? So power is back. Right, so We'll fly back. So, pretty simple. Initiate launch. We're going to go to Space Station 13 and just enable the autopilot. Currently, the map is being reworked. So, in the future, you'll have a vision range. So, ah. So in the future, there'll be a vision. Ow. Okay, we're getting killed. Okay, we are dead. So it seems like we've been betrayed by our exploration teammate, which is kind of sad. They must be a traitor and want to kill us. Oh well. Anyway, so as I was saying, in the future there'll be a vision range, and in order to find the target, you'll have to use a special console, which will just ping and slowly narrow down the locations of where you want to go to. So I'll probably have to make another video because that's a lot more complicated. This one is quite simple. You just select where you want to go and click fly. The main complexity comes from setting up your ships using different types of fuel, and yeah, it's more about the ship and the management of the ship rather than the actual flight.